Happiness depends on ourselves is one of Aristotle's most famous quotes out there, or some version of it. And I strongly agree with it, but it took me some time to get there. And I guess these are my thoughts on it. Here we go. Now, the man himself, Aristotle, he said, happiness is the ultimate goal of us all humans. We all want to get there, but the question is, how do we get there, or how do we attain this happiness? And his solution to this question is through living a virtuous life. If you're courageous in the face of fear, or you're resilient, if you're wise in situations that are not known to you, you think before you act. And finally, if you're justly to your community, to your friends, your family, to the people who really mean something to you, then as a byproduct of you being this virtuous person, being courageous, being wise and just, you'll find happiness somewhere along that journey, that line. And I think that really worked in the past. I think that was brilliant. Because in the past we were very close with our communities. We relied on each other. We helped one another a lot more. Nowadays, you don't know who your neighbors are. You don't really have a community. You don't go to church. A lot of people, and it's because we don't have these communities anymore that we're not able, or almost allowed to perform just acts. We don't have this significant quality of virtuous acts to perform, and yeah, it's quite sad. But I think that's why we need a more modern solution, or modern answer to the question of how to be happy, or how to attain this happiness. And I think Naval, he does provide a solution. His thing is, if you can have a clear mind, a fit body, and a house of love, then essentially you should be able to attain happiness, or you should be able to become happy. He does say the number one route to unhappiness is desire, and that really resonated with me. I think desire, he said desire is a social contract that you sign with yourself to be unhappy until you get whatever it is you want. And that really hit for me. It's you sign a contract with yourself to be unhappy until you get that car, until you get that house, until you get that girlfriend, whatever it is, and then you find something else to be unhappy about. You sign another contract. And I think a lot of us are stuck in this loop, and it is hard to break. But you first got to recognize the loop you're in. And I think you have to realize happiness isn't something you find out there. It's something you become. It's what they said, it's a skill. And this also resonated with me because I used to play a lot of video games. And if you think of happiness as sort of a skill, you have to level up over time. And as you get better, your progress just increases. It really makes sense to me. And the only way you level up is by doing more challenging activities and just going through life. Like any skill, if you go to the gym, you have to train, and there are setbacks, there are injuries, but you have to come back, and hopefully that muscle is stronger. It's just like being it is such a perfect analogy for me. I didn't fully realize it up until recently, and yeah. If you think of it as a skill you train over time, I think it becomes a lot more clear what happiness is and how to attain it. And you can't let happiness depend on you getting things. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You have to enjoy the journey. You have to enjoy the journey that gets you there to whatever it is you think that's going to make you happy. Because we all have desires, and I think it's fine to have desires. But you have to enjoy the journey, because at the end of it, when we're all gone, that's it. That's all you had. The journey, that was it. So you better enjoy it. And I think it was Steve Jobs that said, the most important decisions he ever made in his life was because he knew someday he was going to die, or some version of that. But yeah, I think about that every now and then as well. So yeah, I'll end this in this little take by saying, don't don't let desires be your source of unhappiness. Play the game, don't let the game play you. And I think if you go through life with some of those ideas, especially the idea that happiness is a skill you train and you attain over a lifetime, I think you'll be all right. And if you're wondering, I think, how to be happy, think of who you're becoming, not what you're getting. And I think when you think of who you're becoming and you're training that skill over time, I think that's where happiness lives. Yeah. All right. That's it. Bye for now.